Okay, so Cricket's in bed. I think she's asleep, although I don't know. She's been like laying in her bed and singing these insane songs that she makes up, and it's sort of magical and then also like insane. So, the Whole30. Here's what I've learned. Number one, the first week is real hard. Number two, it helps to have a partner, somebody that's doing it with you. Mark was nice enough to do it with me, and I don't think I would have. Oh, in case you are wondering what the Whole30 is, it's 30 days with no sugar, no wheat, no gluten or grains of any type, no legumes, no dairy, no soy, no alcohol. And I'm not like getting paid by them or anything. It was like, I know a bunch of people who've done it. I was curious about it. I've never committed to something like that before. And I thought it would be an interesting thing to do. So I did it. So number three, my observation about the Whole30 is that I didn't realize how addicted to sugar I was. And that was really hard for me to get rid of. And I was like kind of joking about the cinnamon gummy bears, but also like not joking. Like I had one day with one of my daughters, I won't tell you which one, and she was just being like a pain all day. And all I wanted were those gummy bears. And I was like, grr. But because I haven't been able to, alleviate my feelings through eating food, it's forced me to sort of find other ways to deal, which has been interesting. If you're thinking about doing it on their website, they have like this calendar where it tells you kind of like emotionally what you'll be going through on certain days. And I didn't like follow it, but I would notice like on a certain day, like all I wanted was junk food. And then I would go to the calendar and it's like, oh, day 14, all I want is junk food. And it's interesting that it just so lines up because your brain is like going through this process of detoxing all of that. So ultimately, I don't know. Like, I think it was, do you guys like, I like I'm into this, like whatever's happening, this like weird my like weird dreadlocks. Are we into it? Kind of. I really missed tequila. I was super bummed on the baby to baby night because that's one of my favorite evenings of eating and drinking in Los Angeles, and I sat it out, but it was also really interesting to not be drunk. And if you want, you can still smoke pot or whatever, but sometimes for people, pot leads to other decisions that are maybe not Whole30 approved, like snacks. And I think the thing that everybody really wants to know is like how much weight I've lost. So I think that's like, people are like, yeah, but am I going to lose weight? I mean, I think you can see like my face and I'm definitely smaller, but I don't know how much weight I've lost. Also, here's the thing, like I don't weigh myself kind of as a thing for me. That's like to keep my brain healthy. So I didn't even weigh myself before I started because it doesn't matter to me. Like a number is a number and it'll drive me crazy. So I can't. But I'm definitely on the other side. If you listen to my podcast, I talk about my IBS and spastic colon. And I have to say, just quite honestly, this hasn't helped me that much. But that's really stress. But my joints don't hurt. I have knee pain a lot because I have had knee surgery and I have a pin in my knee. And that hasn't been hurting. So I do feel like the inflammation's down. And I will say just one more thing about the IBS and spastic colon. It is actually interesting to me because I've thought in my head that it's totally food related, and it just can't be because I'm like literally not eating any of the things I thought. I wish I could give you like a number for weight loss because I feel like that is what people want. But just know that I feel really great, and I don't feel, it felt really restrictive like the first 5 days, and then after that I was fine. Anyway, the bottom line is I really enjoyed the Whole30 ultimately, and I think I'll do it again. And I'm going to try to keep eating really clean and not go off the rails too much, even though Steve AG just wants me to eat candy tomorrow. Okay, wait, here's my last Whole30 tip that I just thought of. We ended up cooking a lot and using the recipes that were on Instagram and then also in the Whole30 cookbook. Just to like be creative, because you don't want to just eat like plain protein and vegetables. But when you go out to restaurants to eat, like clean protein and vegetables is the easiest thing to eat. You just have to make sure that you tell them no butter, especially if you're getting steak, because restaurants love to like really slather the butter on. So you have to say just olive oil,